Get real close. Real close.
Gotta get right in there. Right in your face.
Yeah, buddy. That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
Turn me up some.
How do you feel?
Fucking beautiful.
Red thing's blinking. All right, so Tyler,
Freddie.
what's going on? What do you want to talk about today? Actually, what do you want to start with?
Maybe I was gonna touch on some, like, cause some people don't know the acronyms to, like, Amrap and AHAP. I don't know if you ever heard of those two. So
What is that actually? What the heck is going on here?
So Amrap is the acronym for as many reps as possible.
As many
reps as possible.
Amrap.
That's Amrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what that means is, for those of you who don't know or that are new to the industry,
Let's go real close.
yeah.
Get real close. Real
Gotta get right in there. Right in your face.
Yeah, buddy. That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said. But so AMRAP is literally as many reps as possible. You should normally, you'd want to do this within like the last 2 sets of an exercise. So if you're doing 5 sets, I would do it on like the last 2, roughly. So unless you're literally doing an entire workout to failure, like if your entire workout is to rate to failure, then you're literally doing AMRAP the entire time.
So
I like to incorporate it as in like either the last set or the last 2 sets, depending on just how I feel in the day. If I need to really get a good pump, a good contraction, then I'll just fire it off as best as I could.
So straight up, this is the first time I've heard of AMRAP.
AMRAP.
And why is that? I've never heard of AMRAP.
It's kind of floating around there. It's like it's new. It's not really new, but it's just like the whole acronym of AMRAP is what a lot of coaches are using nowadays, and a lot of fitness trainers and stuff like that. They're using that acronym to just say, hey, now you got to hit AMRAP.
Yeah.
You did your 4 sets, you did your 3 sets, whatever, but now you got to hit AMRAP, because now you're just gonna go ham on it, and you're just gonna try to exert the muscle. You're gonna pump like as much blood as you literally can, and rip fascias and tear muscle down, break it down so that it can rebuild later on when you rest and sleep and all that lovely stuff that you need to do in order to get big.
So it's kind of like the FST7 that our partner Scott's kind of dealing with.
Yes.
More of like the tearing of the muscle.
Right, because you could literally just do like 4 sets at 12, or and just keep it consistent, right? You can do like 4 working sets at 12, or you could do 4 progressive overload sets at 12. So you keep moving up in weight. So
Okay,
that's how you're actually gonna build muscle in the long run. Working sets are only gonna do so much. Like you literally have to put that progressive overload into action, so that it'll help build, like it helped me build a shit ton of muscle. I was 155 when I started, so I'm up to $190 now. Took me roughly about 3 years, but like I never steered away from the progressive overload. It's always been like a progressive overload. It's only been recently, now that it is summer and it's kind of like shredding season, so I try to do kind of like, I try to hit every muscle group twice a week, so at least that second kind of workout is more or less like a working set. So if I've done shoulders already, it's usually a progressive overload and then a working set, kind of next workout. But that usually incorporates AMRAP, because working sets don't really they fire it well, but they don't do it as well as a progressive overload for me, because I've done so much overload throughout the years that the working sets are good. So the last 2 sets, I like to just go straight ham and burn out the muscle until I'm like pert near fucking crying. Like that's just how it goes. That's how I see it. That's how I, just how I felt or feel. Sorry, at that time to burn out the muscle, to rip the fascia, to at least put it right into all the work that it can honestly handle.
Yeah.
So that in the end, it should give me the results I want.
So Amrap. It's a little overwhelming.
It is to some people.
Holy gee, it's kind of new. I never heard of it personally.
New. Yeah, I mean, like it's like I said, it's floating around there. It's something people have been incorporating a lot. Like a lot of pro bodybuilders use it. It's definitely been around for a while.
Yeah.
Like most people would just call it to failure. That's literally what it normally is. Like, hey, you got to take this set and go right to failure. As many reps as possible.
As many reps as possible.
As possible.
The end, like as a set though.
As if you're 4 set, like you're at 4 sets or whatever, right? That 4th set should normally be an AMRAP, and even a drop set. Sorry, so you could do 3 drop sets, but you're going as many reps as possible. You are literally destroying every bit of fascia that you possibly can in there, and pumping all the blood that you can.
Okay.
But that's right. That's where AMRAP kind of sits in that sense.
I think we might have to do an AMRAP session.
Yes,
on one of our next
session, and
stay tuned for that.
We'll show you what we mean by that anyway.
One thing I want to touch base on, guys, is on our last videos, Twoodz in the car was saying, nutrition's going to be a whole other video.
Yeah.
So maybe we could touch base with. So nutrition, honestly. Dang, sometimes I need those calories. Nutrition is a big thing.
It's
a huge thing.
It's gonna determine what you're gonna look like in the end. You can't out-train a bad diet. You can't just sit there and eat pizza fucking 3 nights a week and expect to look shredded as fuck. It's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. You have to literally put in the work. You have to put in the effort. You have to put in the discipline in order to get the results you want.
I agree.
Because if you don't, at the end of the day, your body's just gonna say, "Hey, this is what you're gonna look like because this is what you've been eating. This is what you've been putting in your body."
Exactly what he's been saying. Like even for the beers, guys, I keep it on the weekend.
The beers. I'm Irish, so I gotta have a little bit of beer here and there just to kind of keep me on that, that mellow side. But
guys, beer is part of our DNA.
Yeah.
Like I feel you. Beer, I love beer. We love beer. Me and Twoodz love beer.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna have our own brewery one day.
Oh yeah.
But that's in the future.
That's down the line.
But that's our love for the beer.
So I'm getting ready for my first show. In about I think I'm gonna do the August 11th show in Toronto.
Do it up.
If that fails, if I'm not ready enough for that, then it'll definitely be October. It won't be any later than that.
Actually, October seems pretty swag.
It seems pretty realistic,
swag,
right? But so yeah, I know. Like you gotta drop water. You gotta drop carbs. You gotta keep training. You're gonna be a little fucking delusional for the last 3-4 days before the show. I've already talked to so many people. So, but I have a great the thing is you gotta have a team to support you. If you don't have that team to support you, you're not gonna maybe do as well, or you're not gonna feel good about yourself. It takes a village. I talked to Amanda Snooks at the gym, if anybody knows her, and she literally quoted that to me yesterday, the day before. I don't remember, it was probably the day before now, but we talked about it for a while, and she said you need a village to support you in this. So like team is everything. You can't just, people say this is like an industry where it's very like douchey and very like self-centered and just these guys only give a shit about themselves, or these women only give a shit about themselves. But really, we look for that support in people for to get us up on stage to say, hey, you can do this, to be like don't worry about the naysayers and the haters and shit, right? Like you gotta look for that team, and you gotta it gives you like a sense of like sense of support, which it is. But I mean, it gives you that like satisfaction that at least people give a shit, right? They actually care about your goals, and that's what you need. You need people that care about your goals and that are gonna take you far.
up.